Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's weekly update. We want to update ourselves on what is happening on DXY. You look at a couple of instruments. Today, I'll be adding a new instrument. That's Pound USD. Now, what do we have? It is worth to note that now DXY had broken this top and this top and is about breaking this last top. And what to expect and what to do at this level. At this level, if I were you, I would be careful trying to long dollar. Long dollar, I mean, buy into the dollar strength. I'll be very careful to do that because we are at the last stages or the late stages of trying to long the dollar. So all you can do if you want to long the dollar right now, is you are looking for a short trade to long the dollar. You are looking for a short trade and you are going to guide yourself with tight stop loss because anytime soon we can see a fall in the dollar and that fall can take us low and probably the last arm that we expect from here to the downside. Now, what I see happening here is that we might have a push up that would probably get to this cap this level. So once we get to this level, we push up that cap this level, we might have a correction and a further break to the upside. So a push up, a correction, a break to the upside to cap this area of the resistance at about 108. Now we may get reaction at 108. That's where I'll be looking at an 100% extension to give us a regular flat to the upside of a W, an X, and Y at that level. So we are going to pay attention on that level of 108 for, we are almost there. We're almost there. So, to long the dollar, you have to be very careful. If we break through this level and we begin to push up, that is when we can now anticipate 110 area, 110 area, this area. But it looks about 70% probability that dollar may begin to fall around this area. I would have expected that if you're going to go all the way to 110, would have had a more deeper correction or the correction here is so shallow that 108 might be an area for us to watch. So 108, 70% probability for us to begin to fall from there. A breakthrough that 108, then we go for 110 area in the dollar. So we are almost there. So we're almost there. Now, euro dollar, what do we expect in the euro dollar? On euro dollar, this is just correction. What I can see here, because we have to be very careful, what I can see here on euro dollar, it's also that if we take this to be a wave one, after this B wave, this is an A wave, this is a B wave, very shallow B wave, and we are looking at this going into 5-wave format. We may have seen the wave one. Let me show you because it's the same on DXY. Yes, we may have seen a sharp wave one to the downside. This may be a wave two. We may be working on wave three to finish a wave three. This may be a wave 3, 4, and a wave 3, 5. If we break down, we might see another one more correction, which is a bit more complex, to break down to finish up a wave 5. So what I'm trying to say is that here also, it looks more likely that we are going to fall to the downside. Once we fall, probably we cap this area of W here. We might cap this area of the W here. We may correct if we see an impulse from this area, we have to be very careful. So we may just see a correction to the upside without breaking the primary fall created around this area. Then we fall more to around 1.03850 area, around this area, 3850. Around this area, that will give us like an 100% extension to give us regular flat. That's that area is still at almost 150 pips to the downside. And if price breaks through this area, that is when we now begin to look at the area of 1.01600, which is around this level here, around this area. Yes, around this area might be the next target. But 70%, 1.0803850 area is to watch around this area. So if I bring out my drawing, I will be looking at this area as a potential area to begin to look for a buy. If we get reaction here, so that will be an area of our Y around this area. If we break through, then we are looking at this area. This is very, very remote. This is a high probability area, except we break through it. But for now, we are not done selling. And if I'm selling, I will be guiding my stop loss after we correct this particular wave that we are seeing at the moment. Now let's go through NZD USD. NZD USD. Sterling, euro dollar, you have to be very careful. We are looking for our buy setup now. The same thing goes with NZD USD. Selling, we are looking for our buy setup, because anytime we may begin to go up. Now, given a prior video that probably this is a wave one, probably an A, sorry, an A, yes, an A WXY here to give us a B, and probably we are seeing a C to the upside and a 1 to a C. Now, that has changed. They have changed the structure quite a bit. They have changed that structure quite a bit, and that is what I want us to see. They have changed that structure quite a bit, in the sense that now this old wave that we saw to the downside now is looking like a W. And if that's a W, we're going to see a wide leg breaking into the downside. So we see that as a W, and this might be an X here, sorry, the first wave to the upside, an A B in the middle, and a C here to give us an X. So the middle wave is X here, a W, and X here, and the limit of that is here. We may be looking for an 100% extension, at least to the downside, which is around the area of 5, 8, is it 5, 6? 5, 6, yeah, 5, 6, 200 area, maybe around this area, if it will get there. It is not a must, but we are not going to take this low before we see. It should coincide with the time that we are going to see a fall in the dollar and other majors to begin to go up. So if I bring out my drawing, it's around this area of 5, 6, 200 area. If price is going to get here, it doesn't have to get here for NZD USD. It may just get to this point, and this area, just break it slightly around this area and begin to go up. So they are going to manipulate the structure for us. So we must be ready until we begin to see a fall in the dollar, that may, or a break of structure to the upside. So if I say a break of structure to the upside, what do I mean by a break of structure to the upside? Now we are on the daily time frame. A break of structure on the daily time frame is first noticed when you see your price action or price taking a hold of a day's candle and break it to the upside. That is one thing, the first thing you will see. Like when we change structure here, the price came down on, try to send a dummy to break this without a proper break. Price went up again. It was a warm-up to end the structure, and nearly we had this break of structure that broke the first candle and this candle here. The two candles in a row were broken, and we now add a sustained break below, and that tells you the story. So we always look for that a sustained break of structure. The first one is to break this well and close above the daily candle. So once you see a break of structure, it has to close above the daily candle, not a wick. There will be body across the daily candle here. That's a break of structure. That's a break of structure. And that is what you will see. For now, I believe that probably we are correcting to still go more down. That's what we are doing. That's on Nzdusd USD. Now, if I go to pound dollar, which is a new instrument I'm adding now, pound dollar. So where and what do we expect on pound dollar? On pound dollar, British pound dollar. Yeah, on British pound dollar, on the daily time frame, this is what I can see. Let me first zoom in. Okay, so this is what I can see. We are correcting to the upside. We first saw this major move here to this point, probably an extended flat in this area, an A, B, and a C extended flat to finish up this wave to the upside here. Now we are seeing a WXY in the making. This may just be a W, and ABC of an X here, and this is seen as a Y leg. And in this kind of a Y leg, I don't expect it to break the bottom, unlike what we're going to see with DXY breaking the top, as well as Euro dollar breaking the bottom. I don't see this one breaking the bottom in the immediate. That is not what I'm seeing here. If we take this, okay, this is a top here, and this is the bottom of W. The extension of this wave to the upside is about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7. And so with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7, that's going to give us a running flat. So I expect a running flat, and that running flat may well touch around this area or slightly break it to the downside. And let's see what it's going to give us. Let me bring out the drawing. So what to expect? Which one is this? I thought okay, because I'd mapped it out somewhere. Good. Okay. I already deleted all of this so that it won't confuse you. But we decided to bring it back. Let me just clean it up for you a bit so that you see what we are doing here. I'd already cleaned it up, but so I don't see us break here now for now. This is like a W, an X at about 127, 123. And this is the area that I expect between here and here is the area that I expect that we are going to see that change of structure or reaction around this area. So we are expecting that price will, of course, probably break 1.23750 and come to this area of the place to look for price now to react is around 1.22380 area. And this is the area that I will expect price to react to the upside. And if we do that, probably we should break up and go up more. So that's what I can say for now. So we are not done, but we are already almost there. We are almost there. How many pips from where the price is? Price may still give us about 250 pips to 350 pips. About that, it may, and it might not. It might be more shallower than that. Of course, this will be broken. This will be broken. Price breaking this, we need to see. We need to see. If we get there, we just have to continue to watch because price may not get here before they take it to the upside. That's on pound USD. Still a little more downside to go. And if you are selling here, guide with stop loss and wait for that moment when the dollar is going to grow weak. Now, the next one here is USD JPY. We have been waiting endlessly for this, and we may have seen reaction right now on the USD JPY. This wave is a little extended, more extended than we had thought. We are seeing the reaction right exactly at 76.5 of this, the old wave to the downside now. The reaction here is at 76.5. Are we coming to the downside right away? Are we coming to the downside right away? Are we? Let's look up for the signs on the daily time frame if we had anything that suggests a change of character. Now, I want us to pay attention to what happened here and happened around this area. We need to see all of these things. Let me try and bring this area out. I want to use this to explain what to expect. In an area, a daily area where you see a lot of corrections around this area, they have made this one a more complex correction here, a WXY correction, or a flat in the making to give us an extended flat in this area before the price went up the last time. So with the way price had gone to the upside, and you saw the wick up and wick below, means that the price is not done, still undecided. With the body in the middle, price closed, around this area. I want you to see. I want you to see price closing here and also moving up to close here, but eventually they send it up. Of course, this kind of a price, this is more corrective move. In a corrective move and the price breaking the structure to the downside, it's a dummy, and price went back to the upside before we now saw this move and a further push, a further decline. Very corrective, of course. It's like a 1-2 situation and more decline. So now, with what we saw there, it may be, let's go to where we currently are and see what is happening here. What has happened here? Look at what happened here. This is an intention. Here, it's a full body without proper rejection here to the downside. And that was what gave birth to this decline. Now, here again, we'll see that this is also a full body. Now, we now need to see how this daily candle is going to close. If it's going to close, pushing it to the upside, we need to see it. But again, this may just be the first move of the descent. So, which means price may not break the top again. Now, price had broken this daily candle here. The second daily candle is taken out, and we are at the third daily candle. Now, when we will know that, oh, yes, we are ready to go down, and without any question, without any doubt, is we need to take this support here, the daily support here, which is at 152, 150. We need to take that daily support out. But I'm seeing that we may be seeing the initial move to take this to the downside and to break this structure to the downside. Now, the daily structure had been broken. We are seeing that 1, 2 daily candle have been taken out. And so this does not look like a consolidation, but it might just be the first impulse to the downside. So if I were you, of course, I don't have to watch, struggle with price. All I need to do is on the daily, I need price to come to this area of where you saw this bullish candle around this area to come and retest around 150, 155, 450, 470 area. Let's say 155, yes, 470 area. That's an area I'll be watching for price to do a retest for a further fall. And if price wants to go up, let it go up. Price may just go up briefly, just cap the top, or slightly go up without much, whatever. It might just go up, correct to the upside without any impulse and fall sharply again. So those are the two scenarios I'm expecting from here, that the price will retest to this area of 155, 470 and begins to fall. That is what I expect on dollar. This is a good price action. If it closes like this, it's a price action to bank on. Look at what happened here. So it was a suspect because it was not sustained. It was not sustained below. It didn't even erase this candle. So I knew that they could take it to the upside. Like I told us, and that was why I said, okay, I think I gave some people this entry and I said, quit at a break even because price may take it to the upside. And that was what happened. But this time around is more of a big push to the downside to take out 1, 2 daily candle. And we're on the third one. And we may just see a correction in here and a further fall. So if that's a daily candle. And that is what I expect. So we need to allow the correction. Let's see the way and manner is going to correct to the upside before we look for a further sell. That's what we can see here. The last one now is the gold. Gold. So what do we expect from gold? Where gold is at the moment, I think we are seeing an A and a B wave, and a C wave here is about ending. A C wave is about ending here to give us an A, B, C of the first leg. And if you are selling here, you should be selling with tight stop loss. You should be selling with tight stop loss. And what we don't want to see now is that we don't want to take this. Your stop loss should be around this area of the candle, which is around 25.82. This is more corrective. Around 25.82, we're going to see the last correction, and that might just be the last correction, and one more fall, and we go up, probably without breaking this top. We'll see how the price is going to correct to the upside to give us a more bigger B, which will give us a proper 3 waves. If it gave us a 3 wave, that will be the confidence that we need that we are coming to the downside. If it didn't give us a 3 wave, he may just push up and break the top. Of course, that is not what I expect. It's not on my high probability. The high probability is for the price to give us a 3 wave, form out to the upside, breaking this area. Between this zone and this zone, we should get reaction. Between 2750 and 2709, we should get a reaction for further sell. But for now, in the immediate, we need to go down one more without taking this 2583 area and break to the downside one more time. Now, if we are breaking down one more time, where are we going to get to? You can figure that out yourself by taking this an A, B, and your C at 100, we are broken the 100, we are almost touching 123 extension. And I think 161.8 may not be taken or slightly broken. If they decide to extend this wave, they may just break it a bit to the downside before they push it up. And ultimately, where do I expect, if you get a reaction here, that's a long time. If you get a reaction, you don't want to miss the fall to the downside. And the fall to the downside may get to 24.85, maybe around this area. If you go up again around 24.87 or 24.09, 24.09, which is around this area, So if I bring out my drawing for you to see, because I believe this is what we are correcting now. We are correcting a big fall here. That's what I believe we are doing. So, sorry, which big fall? The big fall here, this one. Yes, we are correcting this as a 1 and a 2. And so that's what I believe we are correcting. This, a big fall before we finish up to the upside. So if I bring out my drawing, I expect us to finish this correction eventually around this area, 24.86 and 24.17 or 18 area. If we break that, of course, we shouldn't break 2300 before we go back to the upside. But in the immediate, if we go up, if we look at 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, then we are saying that this area is 123 of the extension of AB to the C. This area is 123. We are broken 100, and this is 161.8, which is very close to this area of 2485. So we'll see what price is going to do in this area in the coming week. And we expect price may push up soon without coming to this area. Push up to give us a B and come more down to take the bottom here and probably break this and come to this area. We may be getting a reaction around this trend support in the green. So with that, I've come to the end of today's update. Do have a good trading week. Bye.